Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZIRK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
So today, guys, I'm going to be going over my Team of the Week predictions, but I may as well have the content schedule in this video, but if it doesn't say like content schedule in the title and the thumbnail, then they just didn't release it by the time this video goes live. But also, there is a little bit that we need to talk about with the Team of the Week, Week 1 coming up here. I do believe there will be some reveals tonight from EA, but there's some stuff I want to talk about because there may be some players that get kind of snubbed just because of how Team of the Week is probably going to be done this year. We will see. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Robert Wilcox for being a part of the Totw gang. If you guys want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn the notification bell on and comment down below. Totw gang. And also, guys, if you have not already seen the $50 gift card giveaway, guys, I'm going to be choosing the winners for that giveaway very, very soon when this video does go live. So make sure you guys go ahead, retweet that tweet, follow myself, and comment down below Zirksee on that tweet. That link will be at the top of the comment section. And also, I did already post up my pick'em entries for the Monday Night Football game tonight. So if you guys want to check that out, follow me over on Twitter. You can take a look at the other picks that I made and use code ZIRK to match first deposit up to $100 on Underdog Fantasy. Oh, and by the way, little score prediction here for the Monday Night Football game. I'll take the Broncos 27-13. All right, guys, so before I get into my official Team of the Week predictions for Week 1, there's a couple things I want to talk about here as to why some players that you may want to comment down below, why I don't think we'll see them, more specifically so I think like one main player, but also I always get asked this like every single Team of the Week prediction video ever. Zirk, why are you not waiting until the end of the Monday Night Football game to do your Team of the Week prediction? Well, because EA doesn't either. They're going to tweet out the Team of the Week cards tonight, usually around 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now, they might not tweet out every single card, but they do tend to release a couple of cards to showcase for us. So, I know last week, I think they only put out the LTD the night before. Hopefully that is not the case, and they're going to put out more than just the LTD for Team of the Week tomorrow, but we can take a look here at the Team of the Week cards. Now, that doesn't mean, by the way, like, we could still see people from Monday Night Football get a Team of the Week card if they ball out, so don't think they're excluded. It's just EA likes to do the reveals early. But taking a look at Team of the Week, and what I want to talk to you guys about is there is a huge change between Team of the Week last year and Team of the Week this year. And that huge change is the lack of power-ups. Now, for those guys that didn't play Madden 22, well, specifically so, I'm going to talk about Justin Jefferson today, right? Justin Jefferson had a monster week. And, of course, people are saying he should get a Team of the Week card. Here's the issue. He has 89 overall already, and getting a Team of the Week, Hero, or LTD would only put him up to a 90 overall. Now, last year, there was a solution for this. EA would actually go ahead and, let's say Justin Jefferson had a monster week, they would give him like an 83 overall card. Now maybe like, well, why would they give him an 83? Because the 83 wasn't really to give him an 83 overall card. It was just to put him in the Team of the Week promo, and then when you went to Justin Jefferson's power-up, he would get a +1. That is not in the game this year. We don't have power-ups. So a couple of things that are probably going to happen here, okay? Number one, people will just get snubbed a lot, right? I just think it's possible that he will get snubbed and he won't get a Team of the Week card because right now, I mean, Team of the Week and every card in the game right now in terms of the highest overalls coming out are only 90s, right? Like Legend LTDs are only 90s. Samuel Womack is only 90. Now, maybe overalls go up to 91, but that's not going to happen this soon. We've only had 2 weeks of Legends, I believe, at 90 overall, so it's not going to happen that quickly there. So I just don't think we're going to see a Justin Jefferson Team of the Week, unfortunately. However, there is something else that they potentially could do. If they can do it, and I don't know if they can, I just don't know the coding behind it. I'm not a software engineer. I have no clue on it. But when it comes to coding, right, Justin Jefferson's headliner card was put in the game as an 89 overall. Could they potentially just add a training step to that card to bring him up to a 90? That I have no idea. So I kind of wanted to go over that before we hopped into this, but also with Team of the Week, guys, this year, you guys see how they did with preseason. There are no like legend players with Team of the Week this year, at least from the preseason. That's what I'm basing my Week 1 predictions off of. If they change the entire program, whatever, then we'll, move forward with that. But I'm just basing off how they did preseason. We had a defensive hero, offensive hero, and an LTD. And then after that, we also had 387s, and we also had some 83s as well. I'm going to be doing predictions on the 87s and the 90s because these 83s, they could do whatever they want to here. So with that being said, let's get into it. So let's start this off, guys, with the lower cards, the players that I think we potentially could see get an 87 overall. And starting off, I'm going to have Alex Highsmith on this list. He currently only has an 80 overall, and I think you could get a nice little jump here up to an 87. He had a very, very good week for the Steelers. Now, I will say this as well, your team doesn't need to win to necessarily get a Team of the Week card. Now, I'm trying to remember if you need to win to get the Team of the Week hero, which I believe you do. I don't recall if we had anybody get a Team of the Week hero last year that their team lost. I don't think that can happen. I truly can't remember for some reason. I feel like maybe one time it did, and like someone's going to comment down below. Let me know, but I'm pretty sure you need to win to be the Team of the Week hero here. But you do not have to win in order to get just a normal Team of the Week card. However, they did end up holding out and beating the Bengals. That defense was amazing. Unfortunately, TJ Watt, you guys already know about that. But Alex Highsmith, 9 total tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. I think that's definitely deserving of a Team of the Week card. 87 overall here, plus 7. I mean, mid-80s speed. The finesse move is going to need quite a bump there, and hopefully the block shed too for that Steelers team. Now, next up, we have Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack had a very, very good game, and honestly, I'm a huge Khalil Mack fan, so I love that Mack absolutely dominated in week 1 to really showcase that, hey, he's not washed up. Mack is still an absolute monster. He also had 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and he had 6 total tackles, and it was actually the game-winning forced fumble as well from Khalil Mack. Now, Mack here, right? You might be like, well, you said Justin Jefferson can't get a Team of the Week hero. Yeah, because Jefferson's an 89, and that would be just a 90 overall. Khalil Mack has an 85, and I think could go up to an 87. However, I will just put this, okay? I don't think he's going to get the defensive hero because there is someone that I feel like performed better than him overall that will probably get the defensive hero. However, the other guy that I'm going to go over has a lower overall card than Khalil Mack right now. So just keep that in mind, okay? If he decides to flip these two, and we'll see who that defensive player is here shortly, don't be too shocked, but I think Mack gets a nice little upgrade. And as for the last player that I'm going to put here for an 87 overall, and again, it is very, very possible that these guys, like Totw Ltd, hopefully I said his name correctly, it is possible that he doesn't get 87, he just gets a lower one. But as I said, I wanted to just do the 87s because the 83s are very, very hard to predict when we start talking about that many different players, and I'm sure you guys can get down in the comment section and let me know about 30 different players that you will call me dumb for not including in this video. But notice I said 30 different players, and we're not getting 30 Team of the Week players. So yeah, there's always going to be people, they don't get cards, that get snubbed, is what it is. But Totw, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He has 11 total tackles. He also had 3 stuffs and an interception as well. So a lot of tackles, had an interception. He's a low gold card, and I feel like EA loves to give these like super low guys some sort of decent upgrade. Now getting into the offensive set pieces, I of course had to have Cordero Patterson on this list. Personally, I love Patterson cards. Okay, last year Patterson was an absolute animal. However, I will note one thing. You guys can see right here, this year is Core Elite, only 220 pounds. A little bit light. I'm pretty sure last year was like 237. So unless this man lost 17 pounds in the offseason, I don't know what happened there. But regardless, Patterson had 22 carries for 120 yards on the ground with a touchdown and also 3 catches for 16 yards. Now, unfortunately, they lost the game, but Patterson still had an incredible game, and I would love to see a nice little upgrade here. And kind of similar to Khalil Mack here, right? A player who was just traded and had a very, very good game to start off the season. A.J. Brown, 10 catches, 155 yards, and I definitely don't think that he's going to get the Team of the Week hero. That is for sure. He should not get the Team of the Week hero here. Didn't even score a TD. He really had, like, I would say a top 3 wide receiver performance, and he get a touchdown. If he got a TD, it definitely would have made him a little bit better there. I think Justin Jefferson definitely outperformed him. Devontae Adams as well getting that TD, but A.J. Brown, very solid week. I could see him go from that 85 to an 87. And again, I wanted to throw in one of these low gold cards because I feel like EA will probably end up getting one of these guys an upgrade for Team League. Maybe he won't get an 87, maybe he'll be a lower one, but regardless, O.J. Howard only had 38 yards and 2 catches. But those 2 catches were also 2 touchdowns. So 2 catches, 38 yards, 2 tutties. O.J. Howard could honestly be kind of a glitchy budget card if they give him some good speed. So now let's get into the heroes for Team of the Week, who I think we will see. I think Minkah Fitzpatrick should definitely get the defensive player for this week. Now, as I said, Khalil Mack is an 85, had a good game, but like Minkah definitely had the better game overall, but he's a lower. So this would be quite a snub, in my opinion, to give Minkah the 87 and give Khalil Mack the hero. But we'll see what EA does. But regardless, guys, he had 14 total tackles. He also had an interception, a touchdown, and a blocked kick. Like, that is incredible. He is the reason why the Steelers ended up winning this game, simply because of getting that blocked kick. If he didn't block that PAT, well, then they never would have gone to overtime and still ended up winning. So Minkah Fitzpatrick definitely deserves an upgrade. He had an absolutely amazing game, and I think this would be a really good card. Like, let's say he got a 90 overall, +7. I mean, we're talking 88 speed at minimum, I would think. Hopefully they juiced him and make him like 89, but he should very easily have 90 zone or even higher, get that hit power up as well. I'm a big fan of Minkah Fitzpatrick cards, so I would absolutely love if he got the defensive hero. And as for the offensive hero, I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley. Saquon had a monster game. They did actually end up beating the Tennessee Titans as well. 18 carries, 164 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Now, he did also have 6 catches for 30 yards. So we're talking almost 200 total yards, a touchdown. He had the game-winning touchdown as well. Saquon just had a monster game, and I love Saquon cards whenever he gets a new upgrade. He always is really glitchy. 233 pounds. We have a lot of, like, really good running backs currently in Madden 23, to be honest, guys. Joe Mixon, Jerome Bettis, DeMarco, Ricky Williams. I mean, really, if you have any of those 4 running backs, you're probably pretty set there. But I think Saquon, if he came out with a 90 overall, he's going to be fast. He's going to have pretty solid trucking. He's going to have good juke, good spin, great catching ability as well. And he's 233 pounds, so he's a pretty big running back. I would love a Saquon upgrade. And as for the LTD, guys, I think that is going to be Patrick Mahomes. Now, I definitely think it's either going to be Mahomes or Saquon that would be the LTD. I think it makes more sense for Mahomes to be the limited because he already has an 87 overall, whereas Saquon has that 81. But I mean, they're both getting 90s, so it can really be either. But I feel like it would probably be Patrick Mahomes. He did have just a crazy week. 360 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions for Patrick Mahomes. Now, would the card be good? Well, the throw power be there, the actually be good, the speed as well as a 78 on this one, so it'll be up there. Now, I know something that people always worry about, though, is his release. But as you guys can see, his QB release that he has is Slinger 2. Now, I will say, in Madden 22, his release was terrible. It was really bad. But if we take a look here, you guys can see there actually was a post made by JDog here on Mud.gg that ranked all of the QB releases. They went ahead and they actually did some testings. And as you can see, Slinger 1 is number 1, and that is Aaron Rodgers. And if you use Aaron Rodgers, to me, like, I'm not moving off of Aaron Rodgers for anybody. Like, it would have to be another QB that gets Slinger 1, because once you go to Slinger 1, there's no going back. Like, it is just phenomenal. The throws that you can make, especially with how crazy pressure is in the game right now. Like, I'm going to need a Brett Favre or like an upgraded Aaron Rodgers ASAP because I don't plan on moving off him. But number 2 is Slinger 2. You may be shocked by that, but that is Mahomes' release. Last year, he was way down the list. And we take a look here at the QB releases. You guys can see Slinger 1 at the top. The average is 0.985. That is how quickly you get the ball off. And Madden 22 was a lot quicker. It was 0.797. So pretty drastic change, in my opinion. But Slinger 2, you guys can see the average is 1.092. In Madden 22, it was 0.990. So a big difference there in between Slinger 2 and Slinger 1. Now, Generic 3 is right down here, right above Traditional 1. If you look above the 2 yellow lines, there's Traditional 1. Right above that, Generic 3. That was the second quickest release in Madden 22. In Madden 22, it had a 0.984 release, but in Madden 23, the average is 1.122. It is kind of a lot slower, like way slower, definitely way slower. So as you guys can see, the average 0.985, Slinger 2 1.092, the second quickest and Madden 23, which is also the same release that Michael Vick has, which I did use the Michael Vick. And I mean, as I said, I use Rodgers, so to me, any QB that doesn't throw like Aaron Rodgers right now just feels extremely slow, because I feel like with the way that pressure is in Madden 23, you just need to get the ball off really quick. But it is what it is. We will definitely be using Patrick Mahomes if he does get a Team of the Week card tomorrow. So with that being said, guys, those are my Madden 23 Team of the Week predictions. Let me know down below who you guys think. Also get some cards. There are going to be a lot of people I'm sure you guys are going to comment about. Carson Wentz surely will be one from Washington fans that will comment that said I snubbed Carson Wentz from this list somewhere. He's not replacing any of these other guys in my opinion. He already has an 86 overall, but there will be some other guys as well. Comment them down below, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.